Let's get this ball rolling.
Program the computer. We create a mental atmosphere.
Fear not, my friends. This will be my greatest performance.
Give it to me.
Here we go. We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
Oh, hey. Hey, Talkaround Show. It's the Talkaround Show. It's the Talkaround Show, second show 2019 Talkaround Show. We're all here, Talkaround Show time.
Episode 6?
Episode 6.
Episode 6.
Wow.
6.
We gave you a second. You didn't even have to repeat it.
You looked at me, and then
It was my
yeah.
cue.
So is this where you guys all repeat yourself, and then I try not to?
This is where we all repeat ourselves.
Okay.
This is where we
6.
repeat
Talkaround Show. It's the Talkaround Show. Everybody, welcome to the Talkaround Show, episode 6.
That's German.
Unst Vic 20. Vic means fucking German. So, at least that's what I heard.
Ficken is actually fuck.
Close? But
Close.
That is why, trivia, that is why Commodore could not market the VIC 20 in Germany. They had to move it to to Commodore 64 because the VIC was taken as a slang term in the Rhineland.
They should have just marketed it as the Commodore Anal in Germany. It would have sold like hotcakes.
Is that real information or just make that shit up?
No, that's real.
Okay, good enough.
That's real. That's
I think
true.
this is gonna be a fun episode. You know why? Because we've all got talk around blue balls.
Yeah.
We haven't at work. So
Oh, yeah.
for anybody who doesn't work in theater, our show has been dark this whole week, meaning that we have been, all the artists are gone and we've been doing maintenance. And so we haven't had our headsets on. We haven't been talking a lot. So it's all pent up and ready to shoot out in a big fountain of audible enjoyment for your ears.
Vic Thicken Blue Balls.
Vic Thicken blue balls.
Oh, boy. Well,
It's going to be a fun one.
yeah, we're all here for this fun one, the big blue ball episode of the Talkaround Show.
Just one, though.
Is that what you were waiting to say, Kyle?
It was,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
And we've got Kyle.
I enjoyed it.
Kyle is really hot in my head. Really hot in my head. Really hot.
Like ears burning?
Like he's breathing in your ear.
Like, as in when you think about me mentally, I'm doing hot sexual things in your brain. Because that's normal, Steve. That's just how I am. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm
Steve.
thinking about you. Oh, yeah.
I've already had one whole bottle of beer.
Anyway, we're all here to start off this episode. Obviously, you've heard from Kyle. You've heard from Matthew. Billy's been in there in the background. He didn't even repeat himself once.
Nope.
Randy is very quiet yet again because he's at he's recording the old sound waves onto some small, tiny gizmo, which is making this possible right now. Thank you, Randy.
It's quite small compared to the last.
It's not about the size.
Yeah, you're right.
It really isn't. You
Quite
have to.
powerful for this little thing here.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that. So
It's not how big it is; it's how you use it.
that's
right?
true.
Yeah.
Not the what is it? Not the size of the ship, but the motion of the ocean.
I've heard that
Yeah, let's
before.
go with that.
Yeah, we'll go with that. So, do we have any unfinished business to discuss?
I do have one thing from the last podcast.
Oh, thank God, because I can't remember anything about the last podcast.
I was listening to the last podcast because I'm a weirdo who likes to hear my own voice all the time.
Oh, that makes one of us. Please let me know if there's anything wrong with them.
Yo, that's why I listen to him.
I never listened to this.
I realized when I was talking about Penn Jillette in that episode,
Yes.
I believe I called him a musician.
You did.
He is not a musician. He is a magician.
What's the difference?
A musician gets to bang a lot of girls or guys if they so choose. And a magician has to play with his own cards.
Copy that.
But however, I digress. Have you seen the Penn and Teller show?
I have not yet.
He does.
He plays
he does.
the bass.
The
right?
bass.
Yeah. Oh, so I guess, I
So-
mean, he is a musician,
Yes.
I suppose, but that is not what he is most famous for.
That is not his primary occupation.
Correct. He is a magician. Well, I'm glad we got that out of the way.
It was very important to me that I didn't look like a jackass for that one
He
specific
had to correct
reason.
himself.
If there's any corrections in the future, we're going to put them in small footnotes at the end of the episode.
Ooh, I like that.
Because that's where the papers always do it. It's like on page 6, we accidentally called Trump a good person on page 1. The editors would like to say he is not a good person.
I think I'm going to like this soundboard after all.
Long as yes, I brought in. I have a new soundboard. It's going to be fun. Don't worry about gain. I have it turned down on my end. It's going to be fun and exciting. Let's see if I can get it to work right. I'm still learning it and everything, and it's going to be fun.
Oh boy.
But are we ready to get started with the show? I don't think we have any more unfinished business. We can get straight into what's going on with the current episode, right?
Yeah.
Well,
As far as I'm aware.
okay, current episode. Well, this is starting to feel like a meeting of some kind of club. Would anyone like to reread the notes from last time?
Business. Anybody have any new business?
No old business, new business. Okay, well,
Jedediah, I believe you had something.
Yes, thank you for everybody at the barn raising this Sunday. I really appreciate it. This would make the 4th season that we have.
We're doing this in a barnyard?
By the way, the reason why I'm playing the chicken sound is because I was telling Kyle right before we started recording that the chicken here isn't saying anything other than cock. What was I saying? Big. That's right. Big cock. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. I was going to say any cock will do, but that would have been a rooster.
Oh boy.
It's not morning yet.
It's very southern in here. Very southern, that humor. Well, shall I reach over here behind me, give the old wheel a spin?
Spin it.
This is going to be a much more realistic spin.
Ooh, yeah, because we're going to be able to
you can hear the spinach. Ready?
I mean, we could before, but
who's going to
just not as well because we've mic'd the wheel now.
Who's going to read the wheel of topics?
Oh boy.
Wheel of morality.
If you want, I can read it if you want here.
Yeah, put on your topic reading glasses if you wouldn't mind.
Since I'm sitting way over on this side of the room, I've got to.
That's okay. We got time. Take your time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you ready? Oh,
It's so smooth. That lithium grease really worked.
Ooh, wow.
There it is.
It says movies everybody loves that you hate.
What?
The topic that the wheel pointed at is movies that everybody else loves that you hate.
That's like everything I watch.
Yeah.
I'll start it off. I fucking hate E.T.
What?
Yeah, I think it's a trash film.
gosh.
It's terrible. It's not well put
Get
together.
out of my house.
That's the reaction everybody has. It's
hate
not
E.T.?
I hate E.T. I hate watching it. I hated when I was a kid. I had to watch it so many times because it was so many people's favorite movie, and I'm sure that only led me to hate it even more. I don't think it's a good movie.
Bullshit.
Here's the thing.
You know what we're doing after this podcast? We're going marching into this house and we're going to watch E.T. And I'm going to explain to you why it's a fine family film.
Technically, not a bad movie. From a technical film standpoint, it's an okay film. I don't enjoy the storyline. I don't think that it's...
What don't you enjoy about the storyline?
It's just such...
You're trying to tell me that a child whose father has abandoned him,
Okay.
right, finds an alien who shares sympathetic feelings with the child because he has also lost his family.
Would you say it's kind of symbiotic?
Yeah.
Symbiosis.
Just the whole story is just making me want to puke right now.
Puke? What are you talking
It's
about?
so... Oh, my God. It's so schlocky, and it's every 80s stereotype, and the only reason that it's a movie that everybody remembers versus all the other crap movies that came out around the same time. I'm not saying all movies that came around... Not saying all movies that came out around that same time are crap, but a lot of crappy movies came out in the 80s.
Exactly.
I don't know. E.T. still scares the shit out of my daughter. So we have a stuffed E.T. doll. Little thing.
What does it do?
Scares the shit out of my daughter.
But I don't... Hold on. We need to examine this.
Okay.
What about it? Like
It just-
you're comparing it to other movies.
All right.
Yeah.
So what bothers me the most about it is that it is every bad 80s movie stereotype thrown together into one movie. And the only
What stereotype are we talking about?
Okay, so the single mom raising kids. That might be real,
but it's
it
also
is an 80s movies trope.
That's what Spielberg uses. He always
uses that, and it's bullshit that he always uses that. How many single parents were there really in the 80s?
Plenty.
California.
I'm sure there were a few, but every single movie. Come on, man.
Plenty.
He just beats it over the head. All right? They live in the same suburb that's in every single movie. Move the fuck out of California. California is not a bad place, but you know what? Set your movie somewhere else, for Christ's sake.
Some people just like to repeat themselves.
Ugh.
Right?
Well, I'm sorry, what was that?
God damn it.
Ouch.
So you have a problem with the setting?
That is just one of many problems.
Breakfast Club set in Chicago.
The crappy... That's true, Breakfast Club.
Actually, I would say a shit ton of movies in the 80s are set in Chicago.
Also true, and I think that that's bullshit as well.
It sounded like you had an ET soundboard.
Go on.
Let's see, what else do I hate about that movie? Oh, no. The crappy FBI guy trope. That I'm a badass and I'm going to come and get you. I have a heart of gold.
Keys? Talk about Keys?
I don't know what his name is.
Yeah, that's his character name, Keys.
Yeah, because none of them are named.
Okay.
None of the adults are named.
Well, there you go. That's another thing. Guess what? I hate that too.
Why?
Because you know what? I think that's a bullshit move. That's degrading to children because you're saying kids aren't going to pay attention to a movie if it has adult names in it.
I think you're just
We're just going to call them names like mom and FBI guy.
Now I just think you're being confrontational for no reason.
I am being a little bit confrontational.
What about Bird Box? She called them boy and girl.
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, sorry.
But based
That's okay.
on that sound,
did you just blow like the whole ending?
No.
The whole ending is that they were called boy and girl the whole time. That's the twist in Bird Box. Boom. No, see, and I go through this every time I tell somebody that I hate E.T. I have to go through this same. I just do not like it.
Can you not eat M&Ms now?
It's Reese's
It's Reese's
Pieces.
Pieces, first of all. And second of all, bullshit. That is like the worst commercial tie-in ever. That was supposed to be Skittles.
Yeah, it was.
And
supposed to be
Skittles bailed on it, and they're like, fuck it, Reese's Pieces look the same.
Really? I didn't
Why
know
does
that.
that bother you so much?
It just bugs me. That's blatant commercialism directed at children who don't know any better yet.
You know what bugs me?
What?
Neil Diamond wrote Heartlight for that movie. They didn't even use it. That's what bugs me. Because that
What?
should be in that movie.
Now that I did not know.
No, it's not that.
No, that's
That's not Heartlight.
Turn on your highlight. That makes sense now.
Let it shine wherever it goes.
I think that is bullshit.
Would that
Would
be
you
in
tie
the
that
chase
song
scene?
into that movie, though?
Yeah, the
Heartlight?
chase scene?
Oh, well, other than his
E.T.'s
heart glows, but
Let it be a happy glow for all
So,
the world to see. Come on. Keep turning me down.
Not you.
I'll just get fucking
Not
louder. I
you,
swear.
him.
Matthew will just start screaming into the microphone. I have had enough of this shit.
No, Randy was louder than everybody else.
okay.
I was pointing for Randy. Don't you know monitor speak? You ever been in a band?
Yeah.
It's this, and then this or this.
Yeah, and this, if
and
you're
this,
really
And
good.
this.
if you're really good.
No, but that really is. E.T. is one of those movies that I just don't like. And I know, like I said, every time I bring this up, I take shit for weeks afterwards.
Well,
it'll be like the worst. I'll be getting lunch and somebody will be like, "Hey, there's that guy that doesn't like E.T. You gonna eat a bag of chips, huh?
Yeah,
E.T. liked chips in the movie. You gonna eat the chips that E.T. liked in the movie? I don't think that's right."
That's what I'm going to say from now on.
I know you are. It's okay.
Basically, I'm going to go
Let's
back
go.
to work and be like, guess what, everyone? Kyle does not like E E.T.
Hey, Kyle, you want to go have some Coors? E.T. like Coors.
Yeah, E.T. like Coors.
He did like
The
You know-
banquet beer.
You know what?
Not Coors Light, the regular banquet.
Oh, that's right. Can you say that again?
You know what ET is short for?
extra testicle.
So he can fit in his little ship.
God damn it, Billy.
No, that was in teaching that Eddie Torres, the extra testicle. That was in Up in Smoke too, wasn't it?
I think it was, yeah. Basically,
yeah.
that is
I don't
one
remember.
thing that doing this podcast has taught me is 90% of what I say is not original. So I apologize to anybody out there whose copyright I've infringed on. But back to the subject. You guys have got to have movies that everybody's like, oh, I love this movie. Oh, They're just jerking off to the movie because it's so good. Just I love this movie. It's so good.
Is it movies that you hate or you just don't like?
It can be either. It can be a movie that you don't care for or that you absolutely hate.
All right, because I'll go next. I'm not a fan of Star Wars.
Matthew is gonna die tonight. This is it.
Yeah.
This is where he has an angina and dies.
I've seen most of the Star Wars
You
movies,
heard me, angina.
and I enjoyed them. I do not think they are the big deal that the world has made them out to be.
You two
Wait, is it this is where
are stomping on my
Matthew-
childhood.
this is where Matthew strikes back.
So again, Matthew,
Holy, you want to field this one?
I think that you should go for this because you are visibly angry right now. You know the scene in cartoons where somebody gets mad and they turn red and steam come out of their ears?
Procedures initiated.
Yeah.
That's the one right there.
So
Go ahead.
I have a complicated history with Star Wars because I was a Star Trek kid when I was little. I liked Next Gen. I liked the original series. I liked the movies.
How you would like to proceed, sir?
By liking them, by liking all of them. But because when I was a kid, it was kind of you have to like Star Trek or Star Wars. You couldn't like both. And so I was always a Trek kid. And so I didn't hate Star Wars, but it was like movies that I had watched like once. And I was like, yeah, they were okay. When they re-released them, when Lucas went through and remastered them all.
Special editions.
Yes. That was when I started to actually enjoy watching Star Wars a little bit more. Not because of the special editions necessarily, but because I actually sat down and saw them in a theater and I was like, oh, wow, that was pretty good. What did they change? And then I went back and found Laserdisc copies of the original to watch so that it was like, oh,
Good for you.
that's what they changed. That was pretty cool. But I can... Matthew, you're going to hate me here.
Go ahead.
I can understand why certain people don't like it. And I have always felt like it is the reason why a lot of people don't like Star Wars is because there is so much weight that you have to lift before you can tell anybody, before you can even say, hey, I watched Star Wars. Because if you just so let's say you take somebody who's never seen Star Wars before and they're not a kid, they're an adult, and you show them Star Wars, just A New Hope, right?
Yeah.
And they say, wow, I really liked that. It was great. And immediately somebody's like, well, did you see Empire? Did you see Empire yet? Did you see? Well, no, I haven't seen that. Oh, you got to watch Empire. That's the best one. And then they watch that and they're like, yeah, okay, that was pretty good. Well, did you see Return of the Jedi yet? Because that completes that part of the story arc. Did you see that?
I would love to.
Well, no, I haven't. Okay, well, you got to watch that. And then they have to go watch that. Well, that was pretty good. I liked that whole the story of Luke
I guess
coming
it depends
from
on the
nothing and
circles
becoming a
that you're traveling
Jedi.
in.
And see, that's probably true as
There's
well.
I want to know where this form was that you're supposed to sign that says you have to like either Star Trek or Star Wars.
That was more of a.
I probably liked both.
That was
sure
more of
growing up.
a nerdy social contract because of the people that I hung out with.
Okay, sweet.
I mean, it really was like in the middle school computer lab. It was like the guy who had set it up. There were two servers, one that ran half the lab and one that ran the other half. One was called the Death Star and one was called the Enterprise.
It's I think it's a generational thing. 60s TV show was on for Star Trek. Nothing really happens in the 70s for Star Trek except one motion picture, which, by the way, has like an hour-long scene that sucks ass. That
It's
takes
also
forever.
it's also bullshit.
That's the
That
one with the
movie's
whales,
terrible.
right?
No,
beat
this
me for it.
movie's horrible.
And then Star Wars comes out in 77. So the 70s kids who were growing up like me, that was the movie that you gravitated to. And you didn't have another Star Trek television show until the mid to late 80s.
87, I
Yeah.
believe, was when Next Gen started.
So
I'll
there
find
was
out.
kind of I was a Star Wars kid, and I did like Wrath of Khan. I like Star Trek 2.
Gone.
But anything other than that, I didn't like. And the only reason I liked that, I think, is because it was, go ahead, hit the button. You're going to hit a button. I know you are. Was because it was on HBO. It was on cable like every day for months at a time. So I think I watched it a bunch, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I like it now. And then I watched 3, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, Search for Spock.
Yeah.
That's not a great movie. You know the rule of odds, right? Star Trek movies, all the odd ones suck. Because the first one sucked, and then the next one was Wrath Khan, which is great. Third one, Search for Spock, which is terrible. Fourth one is Voyage Home, which is the one that everybody knows. That's the one with the whales.
Right.
Fifth one is
Final
Frontier, which is terrible. Sixth one is Undiscovered Country, which is okay. Seventh one is Generations, which is not great. Eighth one is First Contact, which is a fantastic movie. Ninth one is, I always get these last two wrong, Nemesis, and what was the other one?
I can't remember.
Yeah, anyways, the last two movies, I always get those two confused because one was not bad and one was so terrible, I've blocked it out of my memory.
That's probably smart.
Except for a couple of scenes.
But I think you're keeping track very well.
Do you have an explanation for why you don't like it?
Yeah.
You know why Spock has...
You haven't said anything yet, Steve. Sorry to interrupt you, Billy.
You're going to make me repeat myself.
Oh, no, but you're not repeating if you didn't finish.
Yeah.
You know why... you know how many ears Spock has?
How many?
3. He has a left ear, a right ear, and a final frontier. You're welcome. God damn it. Crickets again?
Okay, the reason why I feel that way is, first of all, I just never understood the hype about the Star Wars trilogy. It's just not that good. I'm sorry. It's just not that good. It's a fun movie.
So that's a good question. I have to clarify here. When you say you don't like Star Wars, whole canon, one specific trilogy, one specific movie.
Okay, and there's the other thing I don't get either. How many freaking specific trilogies do you have to have in one? I mean, it's Star Wars. I'm not a Star Wars fan. I don't like the whole premise. Now, mind you, I know
that's going back to the thing I was talking about with the weight.
Yeah, I know of it. Now, I never had to sit there and decide whether I was a Star Trek fan or a Star Wars fan. I happen to enjoy Star Trek more. I feel I can relate better with the stories. I feel that as I've always been a little bit of a geek that I bought like the Star Wars technical manual to get the blueprints of the ships and read into. There's a lot more background and science that goes into that. The Star Wars is a fantasy space soap opera.
Religion.
Yeah. So to me, I just don't connect to the Star Wars franchise as a whole.
Well, do you think it's because Star Trek had regular episodes versus just movies, whereas Star Wars, they just have the movies?
Don't talk with your mouth full.
Sorry, it's pizza.
Someone from high school, someone that I went to high school with once described it as Star Trek is nerds in space, Star Wars is jocks in space.
I'll take that.
And I was oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I don't take that at all. I think it was...
Says the jock.
What the 50s were cowboys and Indians.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Star Wars was our generation's cowboys and Indians. It was our Wild Wild West. That was what it was for us. It was a fairy tale. It was guns, and instead of guns with bullets and revolvers, it was lasers.
No.
It was what...
I get that, but I never played Cowboys and Indians as a kid. I grew up in the hood. If I had done that, I would have actually been shot.
Bang, bang, I've got a gun.
You would have roped and hung. Nice.
How well hung were you?
Yeah, see, back when I grew up, it was...
Steve doesn't care for Star Wars. That's good to know.
It was what the next gen of Star Wars or Star Trek that the bald guy. I already forgot.
Patrick Stewart.
Yeah,
as Jean-Luc Picard.
Captain Picard.
Just us talking about Star Trek is making Matthew tired. I can see it.
I didn't like the episodes where it was just always on the ship. You know, that's what I liked about the old Captain Kirk stuffs, because they were always on another planet.
Okay.
They were always
always on a different cardboard set.
Yes. Where the next gen was it was like a soap opera on a ship. Like it never left the ship.
That's exactly what it was, yeah.
But if you're traveling around in space, where are you going to spend your time?
On a planet.
On a ship.
On a soap opera ship.
Plus, that was kind of a stylistic choice, because if you go back and look at the first couple of seasons, they did a lot of episodes that were very similar to the original series, where the episode would be they show up at a planet, they beam down to the planet, they do their thing, they beam back into the ship, and then they go away. And people said, it's too much like the original series. We don't care for this. TV had changed by that point. I mean, it was the late 80s, early 90s by that point. So they started to change. They changed up the writer's room really frequently. If you want, I can get really into depth about this because it's one of those nerdy things that I know about. But we're not going to, because everybody's going to be really bored, and I have a feeling Steve's already going to cut a whole bunch of this out. So we've heard from Steve. You've heard from me. Matthew, there's got to be a movie that you hate that everybody else loves.
I don't know if everybody else loves it at this table, but I know that many, 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 many people love it. Avatar.
Terrible.
It's a terrible movie.
James Cameron?
Yes.
I'm not. I saw it. It's not.
I thought it was visually stunning.
Yeah, it was. The CG was okay in it.
Garbage.
Yeah.
It was a new version of Fern Gully. Correct?
Exactly.
Yes.
I loved it.
I loved it. I loved every second of it. How could you not like
yeah.
Avatar? It's a modern cinematic masterpiece.
Live
I hate
action
it.
Fern Gully.
James
I
freaking
can't-
Cameron.
I can't
What I
do
don't
that.
understand is that's one of those movies where had they hit it really hard and come out with the sequels on like a regular basis every 18 months afterwards.
Instead of 12 years later?
Yeah. It's still scheduled for what, 2020, 2021?
Yeah.
They hit it really hard.
Bam.
Well, you know how long it took him to make the attraction at Disney World.
Like 6 years,
It
right?
took forever.
But that,
Well, they did build a whole land.
Eh.
you mean Pandora?
Yeah.
Well,
They built a whole planet.
They're building 2 Star Wars lands, and 1/3 of the time it took to build
That's true.
Avatar.
It's because they learned it all from Avatar. They made all the mistakes there and then corrected all the mistakes.
Maybe. I think they took too
Hopefully.
many pages out of Universal's book. But anyway, that's another subject. For me, I would say Labyrinth.
Really don't like Labyrinth?
No. I thought it was just too effing weird. Too fucking weird. With,
Program complete.
Part of the charm.
hey, look.
What,
It's
the only thing I
got
really
Bowie
love
in it.
about
I know,
Labyrinth
it's
is
like-
Bowie.
It's got
Dick,
Bowie.
That huge cod piece.
I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say, it's got Bowie's package in
Yeah.
it.
dude.
It's-
I don't get it. And it's like, hey, it's David Bowie. He's singing. What are these fucking weird puppets? What
Bowie
the fuck
to
is-
Bowie.
I think that
Don't turn back now, Sarah.
they should have built David Bowie's dick as a separate line in the credits. David Bowie and David Bowie's package.
Yeah, that's one movie I never got. Didn't get it.
I don't think you're alone.
Labyrinth was one of those movies I did not see that until I was in my 20s.
Right. And what's the other one that Dark
Crystal?
Yeah, Dark Crystal.
It's
There's
another
a
one I
remake
didn't see
coming
until
up.
I was in
Dark
my
Crystal's
20s.
a great
It's another
movie.
fucking weird movie. God,
It's a great movie.
I don't get it.
Wait,
with
I
him.
thought we were talking about.
You don't like
movie-
Dark Crystal either?
I didn't dislike it. I'm just not into that whole fantasy genre.
Genre.
Although I did like Princess Bride.
I have yet to find anybody that really hates The Princess Bride. I'm not. It was another one of those movies. I didn't see The Princess Bride until I was in my 20s. So a lot of people that I know have like those good childhood memories with movies like that, where they're like, "Yay, it's nostalgic!" And I remember watching this with my, brother or whatever when I was 9 years old, or I guess in your guys' cases when I was 18 years old. Yeah, I went there,
Good God.
but I never had that.
You dick.
So to me, they're not bad movies, but but I don't have that connection that a lot of people have.
Wow.
Billy, you've got to have one. You got to have a movie.
So a movie that I hate.
A movie that you hate that you think that everybody else loves.
Good God. I've been.
I
Derp, derp.
I saved you for last so you could think about it. But
My head's been spinning with all your guys' shit. Like I'm still in shock at like all these fucking great things that
Billy's gonna be
nobody
like,
likes.
The Magnificent Ambersons is incredibly overrated. I mean, Citizen Kane is all right, but I don't really care for it.
I have no idea.
Tootsie's poorly written.
Whoa. Hold on.
That's a joke. That's
Hold
a joke. Tootsie is fantastically written. I'm sorry.
God.
That was just that was a joke. Please, for the love of God, don't lynch mob me.
Jesus.
Are you guys still waiting on me?
Yes.
Yeah, unless you don't have one, in which case we'll just.
I can't say that I have a worst movie.
Billy loves every movie.
Just about. There's things that I can't watch that they're not terrible. I just can't watch them.
Okay.
They just bore the fuck out of me. But I don't hate it.
Like Sesame Street.
Well, I've never gotten into Games of Thrones.
Oh, I haven't either.
When it came out, like
I don't know how to
10 years ago.
translate. I don't know how to translate this into a.
How many
podcast
years ago
form.
did that start? Like 6, 7 years ago, 8 years ago,
Something like that.
I started watching it on HBO, and I got a couple episodes in, and I was bored as fuck.
It is a slow burn.
And so I quit, and then all of a sudden, 10 years later, everyone's like, "Oh my God, did you watch this?"
I think
And
it sucks.
I'm like, "Well, I'm not going to try again."
No problemo.
It really is like Game of Thrones to me is just this jerk off motion.
Yes.
Like I said, I don't know how to translate this
Yes, it is.
into talking, but it's just this jerk off hand motion. That to me is the whole series.
Yep.
I mean, I will sit there and watch some
You don't
stupid ass
understand,
movies,
dude.
I mean, now with Netflix and everything, like, yeah, I will stop a movie and start something else.
Yeah.
But before, when you would go to like Redbox or remember the
Blockbuster.
old Blockbuster, yeah, you would get a stupid movie and the cover always looks amazing, and then it's like the worst movie, and
Oh my God.
so.
They
And
blew
then it's
everything
like the
on their
worst-
production, but on their
On the
art
cover,
budget,
yeah,
yeah.
on their art. And so I would sit there and watch the entire thing just because. I won't shut it off and I'll watch it, even though I'm hating every moment of it.
I feel the irony.
But now with Netflix, like I could totally stop it and start something else, and I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything.
You feel the
I
irony?
feel the irony of me mocking people that say you don't understand about Game of Thrones while I'm saying the same thing about Star Wars. However, nobody's childhood was defined by Game of Thrones. If there's kids watching that show,
You got
the
problems.
parents should be smacked around.
Although I have to also ask if your childhood was defined by a fictional movie trilogy.
It was. It was.
Have you ever gone outside and seen the light of day?
What am I wearing right now? You don't think I was outside all the time?
Oh, thank God he's
Wait.
wearing
Matthew,
pants.
however, I believe is the
think-
exception to the rule, though.
My
I think that
childhood
you're
was
the
defined
guy
by
that's
Looney
like-
Tunes and Hanna-Barbera.
That too.
Right?
Yeah.
But
Matthew,
movie
you-
wise, that is what that I mean. Every 3 years, because there wasn't the constant barrage of video, of movies, of your phone, of everything, that it was something that we looked forward to, or you anticipated. Especially after the first one, you're like, when is the next one coming out?
Oh, and how everyone truly loved the highly critically acclaimed Christmas special.
Oh, that was garbage. Capitalize.
Oh
on it.
my God. I think I actually have that on DVD.
The whole
wow.
thing was capitalization. It was a vehicle with which to sell toys.
So merch.
So, and it worked.
Yeah, well, it did. Okay.
It worked. But
Merchandising,
there was
merchandise.
there was no barrage like you get beat over the head
Spaceballs
with
the
it now,
movie.
where you're constantly you're on the
Spaceballs the
website, you're on the
lunchbox.
Facebook page, you're getting Twitter feeds, you're getting
That's
updates,
true.
you're getting updates from the set, you're getting all this crap. We didn't have that.
But I have to not digress, but I have to interject here with one thing. You're looking at me. I mean, you podcast listener cannot exactly see the hatred in Matthew's eyes as he glares at me about this.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. But yes, take
Take the picture of it.
Star Wars sucks.
I'm not gonna lie.
Well, okay, no,
That
but
smirk on your face kind of looked like that MAGA hat kid from the other day. But we'll get to that in a minute.
But I need you to just bear with me for a second and understand. I never said I hated Star Wars, other than right there where I was taunting you. And I shall taunt you again a second time. But I know I paraphrased, but I said I didn't connect to Star Wars. I didn't understand all the hype about Star Wars. Doesn't mean that I am shiting upon the parent movie trilogy that defined your childhood.
I understand that. I'm trying to tell you that.
Did you have Star Wars underoos? Did you have Chewie on your ass?
I did.
Oh,
I think I did. Yeah.
You know what I think this means, though?
I had a R2D2 toy box.
Oh, I thought you were going to say R2D2 undies with the R2D2 in the front on the flap.
Yeah. Like the elephant underwear thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Where your trunk hangs out.
What I think this means, though, is here's what I think we need to do. We need to raise some money. We need to set up a Patreon page or something and raise some money and have Matthew watch the Star Wars movies with Steve and explain them all to him and record the whole thing and just for like supporters of this podcast could get that, as that could be the bonus pod.
College Humor did a skit on this that I just saw recently. They did a bit on that where you're the one person who doesn't watch the movies that everyone else watches, and it's one girl. I think the character Reka. I don't know, the browner skinned woman of the group on College Humor. I don't know if she's Pakistani or Indian or whatever she is, but her name's Reka. And she sits down and goes to everybody's house and she says something like, "Oh, I've never seen Star Wars." And everybody freaks out. And so then they go to sit down and make her watch it, but they can't decide on whether they're going to watch the regular edition or the special edition, or whether we should start with the original trilogy or we should start with episode 1, or how should we do this, or we should do this, and wait till you see. And she asks one question, and it's like, "Oh no, you'll figure that one out when Empire Strikes Back comes on, because that's a pivotal moment." And finally, it's like, "I don't want to watch this anymore. There's too much work that goes into watching this movie. I just want to watch a movie." And that's kind of how I feel. It's like, there's too much revolving around this. It's like catching up no matter what I do, because it didn't come out in order. It's like catching up on a soap opera that you really don't care about.
There it is. There's the weight. There's the weight coming down on you. Speaking of weight coming down on you, I've got a weight pushing on my bladder. I think maybe we should take a quick break. What do you guys think?
Is it time to take a break? All right.
Yeah, we've been going for 40.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do then. Let's take a break, and when we get back, we'll give the old wheel a tug, and come up with our next topic. How's that sound?
That's not the wheel.
Rub and tug?
All right, everybody, Talkaround Show. We'll be right back after this.
Oh, Matthew didn't do his Chewbacca impression.
Oh yeah, we're back. That's right. We're back. It's the Talkaround Show. Back from break.
They make those in blue.
They make those in blue. They make those in purple.
For women too?
How do they get them so small?
I didn't know they made them that big. We need advertisers. Somebody sell something to us or
That would
through
be
us.
nice.
Well, anyway, I'm going to bring this back. Billy and I were just having a discussion, and I just wanted to bring this over. Billy is, we're trying to work on a project. It's an electronic project. Somebody hand Matthew a beer.
Go on.
But Matthew's going to really hate this next sentence. What I came to the thing is we're trying to build a project. It's just a flashy light project. It's nothing revolutionary by any means. It flashes a light. However, we're trying to do it on the component level instead of using a Raspberry Pi or an Arduino. And what I've come to the conclusion of is so many people these days, just when they get into their project builds, they're just like, hey, let me reach for the Raspberry Pi. Let me reach for the Arduino. That does everything. We've forgotten the basics of, hey, this is a 555 timer. If I want to make this do that, I have to add a capacitor of this certain value and these resistors and maybe a second 555 and put a transistor between the two. It's all like, I'll just program an Arduino to do it.
Nerds.
Nerds. We've all forgotten the basics of life. As it's symbolic of the fact that as time progresses and technology becomes more advanced, we forget the basics. We forget the little things. My wife pulled up a video on YouTube. Highly recommended somebody search it. Not now.
Things?
Not now. You don't have to worry about it now. But
What kind of video is this?
It's
about little things.
It's two teenagers being told by their father, two teenage boys being told by their father, "I'll give you 30 seconds. I'll give you 4 minutes
to dial a rotary phone.
Dial that rotary phone."
I saw the beginning of that one.
And it's not very successful.
That's pretty sad.
They didn't pick up the handset once, did they?
No. Well, no. I think they at one point picked it up and put it right back down. Like, we don't know what this is.
I can vouch for my children. They all know how to dial a rotary phone.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Good for you.
Because Grandma had one.
Ooh.
There you go. Children should all know how to dial the rotary phone and pump their own gas.
Hello, operator.
Agreed.
You know, because that's one thing that I can't stand when you. I don't encounter it much anymore because obviously I'm gonna.
Where's these full service stations that you're talking about?
New Jersey.
Oh, Jersey. Okay, yeah.
And Oregon.
Oregon.
Although it's now legal to pump your own gas in Oregon.
Yeah, it is illegal to pump your own gas in New Jersey.
What?
Yeah, it's totally illegal.
Yeah.
Like it's New Jersey, so that's obvious.
I was driving through Oregon
That's
a
some
few
smart
years
people
ago.
in New Jersey.
I was driving through Oregon a few years ago, and somebody had told me that before I got there. They said, "Oh, you can't pump your own gas." And I pulled into this little tiny gas station. There wasn't anybody there. And I was like, "Well, I gotta get gas." So I got out and slid my card and everything, and started to get the gas pump out. And the guy came running out. He's like, "Jesus Christ, don't touch it, or I have to call the cops!" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "I'm just kidding. Just don't pump your own gas. Sit back down in your car." I was like, "Oh,
Sounds so serious.
okay."
Yeah, no, they take it very seriously.
Oh, yeah. They are like,
because they can get fined up the ass for letting you pump your own gas.
They put the fine right up your ass?
Oh, I can't find these
Right,
damn things fast
fine.
enough. Oh, ruined it. I'm on the wrong page.
Ruined.
I don't even know where it is.
So driving
What is?
a clutch
Your ass?
is another one, right?
"Oh, the kids don't know how to drive a
It's
standard
not
transmission."
These days won't understand.
Do
Some
they even
kids,
make
I'm
those
sure.
cars anymore, like
Yeah.
manual transmission vehicles.
Yeah.
And they're hard to find.
I would say it probably accounts for. It's more of an enthusiast thing.
Did you break it?
If you're probably not going to be buying a minivan or an SUV with a manual transmission, but you might buy Subaru WRX. I know
more
can
of
get
a-
with a manual transmission.
Right, but it's more of a sports car.
Exactly.
Type of deal.
What is it? The Mazda RX or MX-5 used to be called the Miata.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think you can get a manual transmission option on that.
Oh, I miss all
Matthew
these.
just about killed me.
Anyway, okay,
Yeah,
that's
Kyle
enough of
knows
this
cars.
stupid
I do know a little
stuff.
bit about cars. Not much, but a little bit.
Kyle knows a little bit about everything. He knows a little bit about a lot of things.
Except pussy.
He doesn't know anything about that.
That's a mystery. That's still a
same here.
It's a weird.
Well, listen, son, you just look at that thing right in the face and you say,
I am the click commander.
oh, anyway, are we ready for a wheel spin?
Yeah, let's spin it.
Who's going to read this
Wheel
one?
of spin.
Anyone going to read this one?
Nope.
I'll read it again. I'm pretty close to it.
Okay. I was going to say, I can read it if I have
can't see the
to.
wheel.
I don't think you want me to. Well, it's behind me. I reach back here and give it a spin. Sounded like I was constipated there for a second. The hell did it land on?
It says, what song or artist do you like, but rarely admit to liking?
Isn't that along the lines of the same one?
Similar.
It is kind of. Spin the wheel again.
Oh, right. Hold on. I got to reach over and...
I can't see the wheel. Steve's head's in the way.
It's a big head.
A wheel as big as your
Oh, boy.
garage.
It's like 16 feet in diameter.
It's a large wheel. If you didn't have to sleep, what would you do with the extra time? You'd play the tuba? That's pretty good.
You said extra time.
No, I'd go on Price is Right and lose. No,
Oh,
but,
that'd be good.
That's an interesting one.
I'd probably take up reading.
I'd learn to build things with components.
Ooh.
No.
Wait a minute.
Right? I would learn about the 555 timer.
How to program it with an Arduino Raspberry Pi combination.
I'd have more time to figure out a rotary phone.
Just 8 hours a day devoted to that. So you put your finger in here and then rotate it.
You know what I would do? I would watch Star Wars until I enjoyed it. We broke Randy.
Yeah.
Well,
Huh?
I think I would read a lot more because you'd have that 8 hours where you're just like not doing anything else.
8 hours.
Yeah.
4 hours, 6 hours, however much you sleep.
Like 4.
Oh, okay.
That's about right.
Yeah.
I think we'd all end up like Nikola Tesla because he didn't sleep. He just stayed awake for hours and invented shit. Right?
Just all be crazy.
Yeah.
Talking to pigeons and stuff.
Yeah.
Hello, my pigeon friend. What are you doing in the window there?
You know, if you don't sleep for a few days, you might see all the radio waves in the air.
Ooh, it'd be kind of cool.
Didn't Bowie play Tesla?
He did in
it was
The
awesome.
Prestige.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
More Bowie.
Before 4:30 in the morning, everybody else is asleep.
Bowie to Bowie.
It's pre-dawn, and you're all like, "Party time!"
Yeah, that's how my day starts.
In the 90s.
99.
What was wrong with the '90s?
Nothing, absolutely.
Yeah, nothing was wrong with the '90s. Bitches.
Had my white Reebok shoes. Had my white Reebok
Hammer
shoes.
pants.
Hammer pants and
Cardboard box that you'd break dance on, I assume.
Shit, yeah.
And
watching Mark Summers on Double Dare.
turtlenecks.
Turtlenecks and chains.
Yeah. With your
That's
house
not the right
key
sound
on it,
effect.
on a shoestring.
It fit in so well.
Girls, watch out for those weirdos.
We are the weirdos, mister.
Yeah, that's right.
Mister.
Oh, the '90s.
sir.
I had such a crush on the evil chick from that movie. That was The Craft.
Yeah, I was about to say that was The Craft, right?
Yeah, that the dark-haired
Firuza
one.
Balk.
Was that her name?
Yes.
Oh God, back in that movie. Oh,
That's impressive. You didn't even have to look that up on IMDb.
he probably had the same movie would.
There it is. There it is.
Kind of a
Hey, what is this?
kind of a
button do?
savant like that.
I've been wanting to know what this button does. Oh yeah, no, we don't want that.
The doo-wop.
I don't know how that got in
Yeah,
there.
what was that?
That's like not a Richard Cheese, like a what was the other guy? Red Peters.
Oh, okay.
It's an entire Red Peters song, which I don't know how it ended up in
That
here.
guy had too much time on his hand. Red Peter.
Are you familiar with him?
Sorry, there's a
I believe it was a
shaved penis.
I believe it was a penis joke.
Oh. Well, no, he does like one of my favorite karaoke songs to sing "Blow Me." I highly recommend you look at it. We don't have any rights to play it, so.
What about Clarence Carter stroking?
You stroke it to the left. You stroke it to the right.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a good karaoke favorite.
Is Red Peters the one that does the Wet Dream song too?
I think so.
I think that's where I recognize the name from.
Yeah.
He does a lot of like songs that you end up hearing on like morning radio shows.
Yeah, I think he does "Holy Shit, It's Christmas."
Did you say Mormon radio shows?
Morning.
Oh, I thought you said Mormon.
You know, those old fucking Mormon radio shows.
Welcome to the Morning Mormon Radio Hour. And today I've got my magic underwear on, and we're going to discuss door-to-door knocking and how important it is to you in your life. Go ahead, caller. You're on the line.
Yes, how crisp does my shirt have to be? I know I ride around on a bike all day.
That's a very good question. I don't mean to cut you off there, caller, but it's very important that you know your shirt must be up to a level 6 crispness. Now, if you don't know exactly what a level 6 crispness is, I highly recommend you check out the Book of Mormon, page 379. Right in the chapter with magic underwear, you'll find shirt crispness.
Thank you. That was so very helpful. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Okay.
Good God.
Oh, I'm going to hell.
You dick!
You should just move that to the first page, first button.
Too many pages.
I said, like Kyle and I said, I think that's on 16 buttons, right? You dick is on all of the buttons.
You dick.
It must be. It's interspersed with this one.
That was really loud.
Generally?
This is what I was looking for before. 90s. Ha ha.
Stop. Have a time.
Okay.
You found it.
Yeah, I don't
3
know.
minutes
what the
later.
Okay. Oh.
Well put together.
It's dramatic.
Yeah, what do you want from me?
I don't know.
New.
Is that topic over with? I don't even know what that topic
It was, what would you do if you didn't have to sleep, Bill?
Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah.
It's after midnight. You know what that means?
Guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Hump day!
Can you believe they're playing those commercials again?
Yeah.
Best of.
Those are the best ones.
I know.
Mike.
Mike.
Guess what day it is?
And the pig.
This piggy went all the way home.
I don't even know where that comes from. Oh, here, let's talk about this right here. Let me just ask you guys this. I'm going to play this because I don't think there's any. I'm sure it's somebody's bit. But the question is, does anyone know who actually does this?
Oh my God, it feels so good. Oh yeah. Oh, slow down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Oh my God. Oh yeah, play with my balls. Play with my balls. Oh, that feels
You've never heard this
so
before?
good.
No.
Yeah, just roll them around.
I remember this from many, many years
Oh
ago.
my God, I love it. When
Wait.
Uh-oh, slow down. Don't move. I'll go get you a towel.
Who does that? Who is that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Who's going to sue us now?
I've heard that quite a while back.
I don't care. I mean,
I remember
care,
hearing
but-
that on the internet in the 90s.
Well, I'm sure
when it took time to download.
boy.
Like you had to be like, what is this? Let's download that and wait 12 minutes.
Donald Duck blowjob. Oh, okay. I'm going to click on this.
Mom, I told you not
That
to
was
pick
the
up
reason why I
phone.
clicked on it.
You've got mail.
Mom, don't pick up the phone.
Welcome.
feel like this topic kind of went flat.
Yeah. We ready for another topic?
Yeah, sure.
All right, hold on. Let me give the wheel a tug. Oh, the wheel's heavy.
Wait, am I reading another topic?
I can't see it from here. Can you see it?
Here, you didn't like that one? I'll do it again. The hail.
You still can't see it, can you?
Let me put my glasses on. Hold on. You could turn any activity into an Olympic sport. What would you have a good chance of winning a medal for?
Nice.
Shotgun masturbation. I'm going to take that one right off the top because I'm really good at it.
I know why I made the wheel so big. Sentences like that have to fit in the little pie pieces.
Right? That's why I can't see it. Complaining
That
about
text
shit.
is very small.
It's like 4 picas.
Complaining about shit.
Whatever a pica is.
I could win a medal.
Oh, you'd be good at that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's for sure a silver, maybe
Yeah,
even a
really
gold.
bitching about stuff.
That is bitching.
The British could never win that one. They're too
They're
polite.
too polite. Bastards.
Yeah, I'm very sorry, but I was just wondering if maybe I could try something slightly different. I feel that this is a slightly unusual meal that you've served me here, and perhaps maybe you could bring me some. No, it's
No.
fine. No, it's fine. I'll just eat it.
but
I'll just eat it.
I could just-
Oh, that's a bad score.
You dick!
I think being a dick would be my. I would get the gold.
Ooh. Being a dick.
I can be a dick.
Just generally being a dick.
A sarcastic bastard.
Okay.
Let's put it that way. I guess I'm not that sarcastic, really. I mean, everybody
I know
loves
it.
Everybody
I think we
loves
could-
me.
I think we could win in place.
Hmm?
First and second here.
Yeah,
Sarcastic bastard, I think.
Yeah.
Give you a run for your money.
You want to go with me on that?
I would love to.
The voice sounded so much different.
Oh.
It's that magic microphone over there.
What about you guys?
Please specify how you would like to proceed, sir.
I don't know.
I think I would win at my mind going blank and not being able to think of shit.
This
That'd be
is
a great category.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers. It's a good one.
Wait, what were we talking about again?
Exactly.
all I can picture is that's what plays inside Billy's mind when you ask him a question. So, Billy, what do you think about this? Not being
Sorry, can you say that again? I was
not being insulting, but kind of like, I don't mean to poke random fun at you, but just like sometimes you get stuck and it just there's got to be something going on in there. What's going on?
oh, like 30 things. A lot of which I shouldn't say.
Like me, you ask me a question, I'm like, no problem.
How about you, Kyle?
Yeah, Kyle. Besides the masturbation.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, you already said shotgun masturbation. I forgot that.
I had to jump right
Like,
on
how
top
does
of
that
that one, if
work?
you know what I
Like-
mean?
Like a single barrel or a double barrel?
Whoa.
He's not
I mean-
going skiing over here.
My assumption is that it would be multiple categories.
Well,
Like,
I
there'd
just
be like-
pictured like taking
like
the
there'd be
shotgun
like
and
a-
like stroking over your dick. Like that's all I imagine. So like if you had a double barrel, would you like switch sides and
Well, so first of all,
You know.
Go skiing.
use
Right.
two different kind of lubes? see
so
which
are you
one's better?
thinking of it as like the
I don't know what
is
it
that
is.
event
That's-
where they
so that's why
have to do the cross country skiing?
That's the
and then the
biathlon.
downhill skiing,
Oh, no,
and then
no.
the shooting.
No
and then
downhill
some more
skiing. It's just cross country
Okay.
skiing and shooting. Biathlon.
That's the biathlon. That's kind of what I figure it would be like.
Oh,
is
you
you'd
mean
have
like
to,
shooting clay pigeons with your
Kind of, yeah.
semen.
Like you'd have to have like a
Like I shot that one out of the sky, you know.
like you'd have to have like an endurance section, and then like a distance section.
distance section.
I hold the record 1.8 meters.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that's right.
Hey,
You could take
know, like a-
Randy's eye out from there.
Right?
Oh my eye!
Is there a tandem or a team event? You know,
Oh
or,
no,
like,
not back to
partners?
this. This is back to
It's-
episode 1, isn't
It's
it?
more of a relay type of
A relay,
event.
okay.
It's like the back-to-back blind circle jerk.
It is, yes.
You're not really back to back. You just have to stand at the right angle next to each other, so you can still reach over, but you don't have to look at them in the face.
The hard part is
Why
you have
do
to
I remember that?
The hard part is you have to match running speed while you're jerking the other guy off,
Oh,
and then switch back to your own, and then keep going.
You remember, Steve, because it was our premiere episode.
I do.
It's really ingrained in the brain.
Oh, it is stuck in there. I spent so much time saying.
Premier.
I spent so much time listening to that saying, Should I put this on there? What's going to happen?
Am I going to get sued for
Nothing's
this?
going to happen.
Am I going to get fired for this?
And then I had this great idea. And I decided, okay, we're going to put it on there anyway.
Cuckoo clocks?
Dude, I'm running out of sounds.
I only
use them all every 2 seconds.
Yeah, stop using them so much.
Yeah.
It's a soundboard
spread
episode.
it out.
The soundboard.
Yeah, you're like
title.
You like have
title.
soundboard Tourette's, dude.
I got to have something to do. Keep my hands busy. Okay.
With your pants on, that's a difficult decision.
I'll do this instead.
Is that Inspector Gadget?
Yeah.
Inspector Gadget. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, my.
Like
Whoa.
Hello. What would you be good at, Randy?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I got nothing.
There's something you'd be good at.
I don't know. I just don't feel like thinking about it right now.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Welcome
that's
to the
fine.
Talkaround Show.
It's been a long day.
I have
Been up since 5 o'clock this morning taking care of my
God.
kids.
I have a question,
Go ahead.
and I want to steal from a future episode where we talk about this in more detail.
Hump gay.
But no, not that episode, not that one.
Not the gay episode.
But my wife and I are hosting 2
Orgies?
Japanese exchange students for the weekend who come into town, and we got an email from the school saying, "Hey, we know you only have like 4 hours with them, but you need to do something fun in Vegas or Henderson. Something that they could experience and blah blah blah." And I know we had talked about at one point doing a show devoted to like cultural deficiencies of Las Vegas or something like that. So what would you do if you had a couple of family members that were 16 years old coming into Vegas and you had 4 hours? Don't say strip club. Where would you take them? Where would you take them here? And I'm asking that question legitimately. Like, what would you do?
Ooh.
Because I feel like there is a deficiency of that kind of thing, that kind of option.
Well, are you talking about an American experience or a Las Vegas type experience?
Probably a Las Vegas experience.
Okay.
My recommendation would be this. I would grab them.
Probably shouldn't do that.
Not in the Trump way. No, I would take them down to Bellagio. Walk them through the garden.
Consider that's actually the one thing that my wife and I thought of on our car ride today. That was the only thing that we could think of.
And there is the art museum there as well, which is
sometimes an art museum and sometimes a weird display of something that you don't want to see.
and then I would literally put them in the car and drive down the strip a little bit so they can see the insanity. And unfortunately, it'll probably be daylight hours.
Nope.
Oh, then it's perfect.
Saturday evening. Yeah.
Oh, well, then you got 4 hours, so all you got to do is go around the block. You're out of time.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I was about to say is I guess it depends on if they are, since they're exchange students here, are they planning like a tour of the strip?
No.
Okay, so that would be what I would suggest then as well.
Have you been able to contact them and ask them what they would like to see, or
Nope, not yet.
Have any idea?
Nope.
Maybe the Venetian is pretty cool inside too.
See, I was just thinking about that, but then it dawned on me they're Japanese, correct?
Yep.
There is nothing your American Venetian is going to hold over those Japanese students.
That's probably true.
I mean, the Bellagio is beautiful. They have such architecture, and their malls are beautiful, and everything is grand over there. The Venetian's going to be like, oh, look at that. You got a sewer channel running through your store. You know.
I think they like it. They all gather around and take pictures in front of it all the time.
Really?
Little groups of, yeah.
Billy is the observant one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I'm just trying to. I mean, you could always do a quick walk of the big spots.
Yep.
You know, you got the Bellagio. Obviously,
I guess it's just frustrating because you start. If we're in New York, if we're in LA,
many things.
Right. Endless amounts of
many
stuff to do.
Museums and things to look at. New York Central. I can go on all night about things to walk around in New
You
York.
can go to the Area 51 Museum.
Ooh.
Or the
atomic one?
The atomic, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say
the Mob Museum.
probably not a good choice.
Marvel.
I'm gonna.
Let me show you where we built these bombs back in the 40s. Have you guys heard of these?
Have you heard of them?
Did you guys learn about
Hiroshima?
Did you learn about this in school over
Have you
there?
ever heard of that city?
You want to know our process?
This little backwater town, Nagasaki, didn't really mean much.
did you
Nobody
guys
was
hear
there. No, that's probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
Now,
Skip
does
that
the zombie apocalypse store still exist?
It does.
No, that's always a good one. You take them to Chinatown, buy some Hello Kitty stuff.
Oh, I think there's a paintball zombie. You could take him to that.
Oh, that's supposed to be kind of fun.
It's
Oh, you know what you should do
out
with it?
past him.
An escape room.
Oh, that might be cool. What I was going to say is there is a 3D experience. I think it is at either the Venetian or the Paris. I forget which.
Us Venetian.
It's the Venetian.
Game?
Yeah, but they have there's a Star
Void?
Wars one. There's the Void, and then there's a Ghostbusters one, right?
Yeah.
It's called The Void.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's
that's
called the Void.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was Star Wars, and then
Kiss mini golf.
No, but it's supposed to be really cool. My cousin of mine went and did it, and it blew his mind. But apparently, it's like it's you.
Ultra immersive.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Like there's a 3D environment that you're in,
interactive VR.
but then you put the VR headset on, and it maps to the 3D environment.
4 hours.
Yeah, you could do that in 4 hours. It's supposed to take 15 minutes, I think,
Something like that. Yeah.
and it's probably a half an hour wait. So you could do it in under an hour. I don't know how expensive it is, but
It's kind of pricey for what you get.
That means nothing to Matthew. I'm the one that can't afford gas. I was reaching for the button. I didn't even get a chance.
sorry, Steve.
There you go.
It's a wet one.
I squeezed it out anyway.
Yeah, we definitely have to do like a tourist trap episode.
Yeah.
Go over everything here that there is to do
Or isn't.
or
And
isn't
everything to
do.
avoid. By the way, that will be coming up. So if you really want to be on our good side, advertise with us now.
Yeah,
Or else, that shithole casino everybody really says is good, but really isn't. I call it the Las Vegas Strip.
oh, you could take them to Lake Mead or Hoover Dam.
The Hoover Dam.
It's at night, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's no good for the Hoover Dam. The conservatory. The museum won't be open, though. Museum.
Caesars.
Museum.
Caesars is cool
Museum.
because there's a big mall.
Oh, and the talking
Yeah.
statues.
Talking statues in the back.
Yeah.
That tell the
that's a good
story of Zeus. Have you seen that yet?
Actually, I
I
think
have
they.
not.
Have you seen any of this stuff yet? Have you actually, you've only been in town, what, a year?
A year, yeah.
Yeah, have you really looked yet?
I've been to Caesars, the mall area, more times than I'd like. Been to the Bacchanal buffet.
I was about to say
3 times.
Apple Store.
Have you been to the
No,
Greek?
well, the Apple Store one because I got my daughters they took a class, like a Sphero class, like a programming thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so they did a class last summer there. But I don't know, for some strange reason we always end up at Caesars. I'm like, why do we always end up here?
Have you been to the buffet at Green Valley Ranch?
I've walked past it.
If you're a good tipper, I recommend you go to the buffet at Green Valley Ranch before work.
That sounds like a very
been there.
value-friendly place.
Yes, ask for. This is probably the wrong venue to say that. Yeah, I'm gonna just look. Yeah,
I'll definitely have to check that out. I
Yeah.
passed by there.
Don't forget to tip your waiters.
Look at my Facebook page and figure out who you're gonna ask for.
Copy that.
Oh wait, that's on there too. Crap! Just ask for Kelly. Everything is registered under my name. If anybody wanted to hunt me down, they could.
No, we've done a
Now
few
they
things around
will.
here. We've done Red Rocks. We got the season pass for that. It's season pass for Cowabunga Bay because I live across the street, which is highly convenient during the summertime.
Have you lost your shirt at gambling yet?
No, I don't do that.
Hmm.
I really don't. I know myself, and I don't do
Good-
that.
good for
It
you.
hurts to lose $20 sometimes.
Good
So
for you.
That's why I don't do it.
I do.
Good for you.
Good for you.
I won a lot of money once. It was a long time ago.
That's the story everybody has that gambles. You know, one time I won $12,000. Oh wow, that's fantastic! And I've put $400,000 into the machines over the years. Ooh,
It's not a very good ROI.
yeah.
But not all at once. I won $16,000.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a very interesting experience. You win the money. I was at a bar. And his koozie makes this bottle uneasy.
That's fine.
You should describe the koozie to us, Steve, sometime.
It's a Star Trek koozie.
Star Trek.
It's
You're
got
welcome.
Captain Picard holding a laser pointer. He looks a lot like that Yoda character holding a lightsaber, but I believe that's
not been nice to Picard.
So no. In all honesty, I sat over there and I'm at the bar and I won. I was playing Caveman Keno, and I hit 7 out of 7 spots with 2 out of the 3 bonus eggs, which multiplies your winnings by I think 4. If I had gotten 3 out of 3, it would have multiplied my winnings by 10. But I won these, and I won this stuff, and I was betting $2 by accident. Usually I bet like 50 cents. But I hit max bet. I was sitting at a different machine. Max bet at this machine was $2. I'm like, well, what the hell? And
Wow.
so $16,000 in cash counted out on the bar in front of me because the bar actually had it in their little safe thing. Which,
Holy cow.
yeah, and that didn't deplete them. And I'm thinking to myself, wonder how hard it would be to. No. But
What is isn't that the where they're talking about in Ocean's 11? The only 3 successful robberies of a casino have been people just basically doing a hit and run in the casino. They just, hey, there's the cash box, punch the guy in the face, grab it, and try to run for the door.
yeah, well, you know what they say these days. If you want to really rob anything and get good money, you go for the ATMs.
Yeah.
Because nobody else has cash. You know? I mean, yeah, there's going to be some cash in the register, but most of it's going to be either in the safe or the ATM.
Yeah.
But I don't have any of those $16,000 left, most obviously. Or else I'd have money for gas, but the... Everybody's going to wait for it. It's more like this. But it enabled me to do a lot of very important things. It truly did. I was able to fly back to New York. I saw my family. Bought myself a nice laptop. I have since pawned it. Sold it, not pawned it. Needed the cash. But this is not... The laptop the sounds are coming off of is not the nice new laptop. This laptop was purchased in 2007 from the Apple Store. It is an iMac, MacBook Pro, not iMac, MacBook Pro 17-inch, which isn't made anymore. And if anyone ever complains about Apple not being good stuff for the price, the damn thing is sitting on this table working on battery and has been for this entire procedure. I press buttons, it plays sounds.
Yeah. 12 years old, still works like new.
Now, mind you, I can't upgrade it to the current version of the operating system, which means I can't install current versions of things like Microsoft Word.
I don't need that.
But there's alternatives, and I don't really use this as my main machine anyway. So I just wanted to give props to that. I got nothing else.
Shout out to Apple. If you'd like to sponsor us.
Yeah, hey, Apple.
They snub their nose at us.
Right.
But, well, it's late on hump day.
Yep.
He moved that mic boom at the same time you said, yep, I thought we had reverb. It was like, yep. Yep. Yep.
Oh boy.
Why don't we kill...
Sorry.
Oh.
So I was watching about basically ancient aliens and shit.
Oh my god, here it is.
Well, they were talking about. Oh man, he's gonna push a button. Oh, he shut me off. I started talking about Egyptian mythologies, and it was fucking pretty cool. Like the original creator that created, I guess, Earth or something. Actually, he got bored in the universe all by himself, and like jerked off into his mouth, and like everything else was born.
That's funny. That's what I do when I get bored too. I have never created an entire universe though, that I know of.
I just thought that was pretty cool, pretty interesting. You know,
No, it's
it's the
X-Files.
Oh, X-Files. Yeah.
I
Talk about shows that everybody loves that I hate.
Yeah, you hate the X-Files?
X-Files.
That's okay.
Okay, good.
The
Smoking Man.
there's about a dozen episodes of the X-Files that I think are good, and the rest I'm just kind of like meh.
All right, good.
Meh.
Meh.
Ancient Egyptian and UFO theories. That's an entire show.
Ooh yeah.
On its own. Hey,
pretty interesting. Yes.
You know, as we're getting towards the end of the show now, because how long have we been recording, Rennie?
About 2 hours now.
Yeah, we're going to have to get to the end of the show.
No.
But as we're getting to the end of the show,
No.
I just wanted to put this out there. We are, you can visit us at thetalkaroundshow.com. That's the Talkaround, talk. thetalkaroundshow.com.
Talk.
And on there, we have email addresses and feedback forms and all that other fun stuff. But if you have any ideas for any good topics you think we should cover, please drop us a line. Let us know. Speaking of which,
We can add them to the wheel. There are now spaces on the wheel.
we could add
We
them.
can add your ideas if you want us to talk about something.
We can add penis jokes to your topics easily.
We can do that too.
Specialize in those.
We
We
can
do
top it off
specialize in
with
those.
some dick.
Yeah, damn. I thought somebody.
Spotted dick.
We can top it off with a spotted
I
dick.
thought one of our fans had given us a little idea, but I forgot to write it down. So there goes that idea.
Oh,
Maybe for
man.
next episode.
Yeah, maybe.
Dig around and find it somewhere.
How would you like some spotted dick?
Like some spotted dick.
I like spotted dick.
God bless us.
I've only
Everyone.
seen it once, and I was actually really unimpressed by it. So
Spotted dick?
You've only seen
Spotted
spotted dick
dick.
once?
freckly.
Whoops.
You can play connected
Was it
dots?
attached to a ginger?
No, it was just a dick laying on the ground, Randy. It was, yeah, of course, it was attached to a ginger.
Well, it's been a fun, exciting episode.
You find your dicks on the ground too?
Yeah, just walking down the street, I'm like, that's going in.
Oh, that was something else in the Egyptian mythology.
What? Dicks?
Orisius?
Osiris.
Osiris? God damn, I can't read. His sisters, who he married, but his brother killed him and spread his body throughout the four corners of the earth.
Sweet.
So his wife hunted all the parts down, found his penis, and had sex with it, impregnated herself with
the detachable penis?
detachable dead husband's penis, and was
Detachable
able to get herself
penis.
pregnant, and then
Detachable.
had a son who ended up later killing the uncle who killed his dad, and which are all gods as well.
Interrelated.
Yeah.
That's about all I can say about that.
I think it was great.
That sounds great.
And on that note,
I mean, fuck yeah.
well, everyone,
What a note to end on.
why didn't we start here? Why did we end the show here? Why didn't we? You know what? We're gonna have to continue this next episode. Yeah, everyone, tune in again. Next episode coming within 2 weeks from now. And visit us on thetalkaroundshow.com. Send us an email. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/thetalkaroundshow. Twitter at talkaroundshow, not the. We're on Instagram, although we don't do anything with it, and a whole bunch of other things. But until then.
For real, get in touch with us, though. Also, I'm Kyle.
Yeah, I'm Matthew.
I'm Billy. I almost forgot.
I'm Randy.
And I'm Steve. See you next time, everyone.
Oh, did I say I'm Billy?
No, you repeated yourself. Huh?
Damn it.
Thanks for listening.